I honestly think a lot of y'all expectations from a man's standpoint comes from being in competition with other women.
Yeah, it's never about the man.
No, I feel like y'all see how other girls live or get treated, and that becomes the standard.
You see how other girls live and are treated in the lens they want you to see it through social media.
Right.
She may be getting the 12 dozen roses. She may be getting the new Louis Gucci Prada.
We do 125.
But she's getting cheated on every night. She don't know where her man is at. You know what I'm saying? He having babies on her, but she's not showing you that part. She's showing you the nice part, the beautiful part.
Yeah.
And you're jealous of her.
Yo, Peter, were there any good Sith or bad Jedi kind of ones that went against their teachings?
Yeah, there are a few examples where Sith showed legit honor, compassion, or a sense of justice, even while using the dark side. Take Darth Vectivus, for example. He wasn't power-hungry like most Sith. He used the dark side to protect his family and his business, and he didn't go around trying to conquer the galaxy. He believed in balance and didn't let the dark side fully consume him. Then there's, Darth Malgus. He did some terrible things, yeah, but he also believed in a stronger, more honest empire. He hated the political corruption, and even turned on the Sith Council at one point because he thought they were holding back progress.
Does that mean the dark side itself isn't evil, just the way it's usually used?
Great question, Kanye. That's exactly right. The dark side isn't inherently evil. It's intensely emotional and dangerous. It feeds on passion, anger, and ambition, which can be used for good in rare cases, but most who wield it are consumed by corruption. Jedi fear the dark side because it's so easy to lose control, but it's still part of the Force's duality. Some Force users, like the Grey Jedi, embrace the balance of light and dark to stay balanced.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
You guys know what ticks me the off is when I see a fine guy at the mall, at the gym, and then I realize he has kids because his tattoos. I saw a fine guy right now leaving the gym, or leaving the locker room, I mean. And then I saw his arms. I walked behind him because he was we were going the same direction. And then he had 2 baby feet tattooed on him. I'm like, all right, well, you're not a candidate because most likely he has kids. But I hate being a single woman and then seeing fine men and then they end up having 1 or 2 kids.
I think a lot of these modern women are under the impression that a man has to whip you into shape. A man is going to have to look at your decisions and your choices and the things that you've done and accept you for who you are. And any residual issues that you're having, he needs to be man enough to fix them. If you have children, you're a single mom, I want a man to come in and really teach my kids how to be a man or to be that father figure, right? I don't need you to come in and, be their father. But, if you're going to be with me, then I would expect you to kind of, just as an example, I would expect you to be a positive role model in their life of what a man should act like, what a father or a stepfather should act like. Fantastic. That's great. But the problem is these kids don't have any manners. They don't have no accountability. You're not teaching them any accountability, nothing. And so a man has to come in and try to, with no help from you, fix everything that these kids are going through. Number 1. Number 2, he got to fix you. Because you are disciplined. You got issues. So he got to fix you, your mistakes, the stuff that you've been going through. And he got to try to whip the kids into shape. He got to go through and fix all that. And so men today are that's a lot of trouble. She's beautiful. But that's a lot of issues. That's a lot of stuff to fix. I don't know if that's something that I would want to be involved in.
Hey! Oh, sorry. You okay? I don't know. Whoa, twice in a row. You're a very polite fella. Thank you. And your smile, it's kind of engaging. Yeah, I use the toothpaste with swirls. Humorous, too. You got possibilities. Turn around, let me look at you. I don't usually go for Velcro heads, but on you, I don't know, it's working for me. You got a name? Corey. I'm Teresa. My friends call me TK.
Oh, nice to... Oh, gosh, I knew this was going too well.
Chill, it's a pen. Keep in touch.
All right, Core.
That girl. She wrote 7 numbers on my hand. What could that possibly mean?
It means call her.
Sean, how can I call her when I don't even have her... Oh!
We have matching shoes. That's obviously a telltale sign of love. I didn't think I'd have to ask you, but do you have a girlfriend?
I do not have a girlfriend.
Me neither.
Hi.
Hey.
What's your name?
I'm Grace.
Grace, Marshall, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's been really good to know you. Good to talk to you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I have to be honest. Looking over there, you're the only one I was looking at.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about you.
What you'll see with a lot of these modern women is a bunch of entitlement, right? A bunch of expecting him to do all of the work, which is really what he has to do from the start. Has to put in a lot of investment. Mind you, when you look at investments, you're supposed to have a minimum amount of information when you make an investment. You're supposed to be able to look at somebody's financials for at least the trailing 12 months and say, okay, this is what they look like, to make some sort of decision. Some people are saying, well, have they been in business for, if you have a startup, it's going to be a little bit different. But even in a startup, you're looking for certain things. If you've invested in that space, you're looking for, certain things that a good startup would have this. So I'm going to go ahead and invest. Or you're talking even if they're just starting, you're saying this, what do you have to let me know that I can invest right now? Well, I'm brand new. I haven't gotten a chance to do it. Yeah, I know all of that. But I'm looking for certain indicators of potential so that I can invest. Modern women don't really bring that to the table. They're expecting you to invest in them on a wing and a prayer. I have not shown you anything. I have nothing to bring. I don't have anything to bring now. And I'm probably not going to have anything to bring in the future. But just trust me, I'm going to be good for you. That's what modern women are asking men to do. Just trust me. No credentials, no nothing. I'm going to ask you about what you got going on. I want to make sure that you are doing what I need you to do, doing what I want you to do. But I'm not going to give you any reassurance anywhere.
I think women are more attractive than men.
Absolutely not.
Whoa! Okay, but in all seriousness, one of the major problems that exist in the world is the idea that men should be women and women should be men. I'm going to be really honest. Everyone for all of human history literally knew that women were beautiful, that women were made to embody beauty, and that beauty reflected the goodness of God, the Creator. It was beautiful, and men were not that. Men are not made to be that, and men of our generation are embracing the feminine characteristics of women, trying to be as beautiful as possible, to quench whatever desires in them to be known, to be seen, to be loved, to be valued, but it's not found there for men. Men should find their value in their character, in their courage, in their strength, in their protection, in their force for good that they are in the world. And disclaimer, not that women can't do those things too, but it's just different. Men are not made to be beautiful in the same way that women are. So we've gotten so far off as a culture, and it's caused so many problems where we can no longer distinguish that there are clear differences in virtues and values between masculine and feminine, and men embody one and women embody the other, like beauty.
The more premium features you buy on a dating app, it shows that your match rate actually decreases. That's incredible. How in the world is that even legal? But that's essentially what happens. The reason why that is because if you pay for those premium apps, the women who are watching you, they look at you like you're desperate. You're getting the super rose. You're already on a dating app pursuing women, and then you're paying for a super rose? What is this? You couldn't look more desperate. It's the equivalent of just like sending a woman a necklace or a purse before you even go on a date with her. That level of desperation does not generate genuine desire.
And a lot of times you'll see dudes perform old school stuff, traditional stuff, chivalrous acts, being generous, being a gentleman, the whole 9 yards, right? But I think a lot of times they don't get the respect back. There's nothing that comes back. Not a thank you, not a tap on the shoulder, not a smile, not a chuckle. A lot of these modern women don't even glance in your direction. They're not even looking in your direction, man. They just walking through the door, just waltz through the door, just walk in front of you, man. Hey, modern women don't treat men as human beings. They treat a dog as more of a human being than a man. They treat a cat, they treat a rat, bars, as more of a human being than a man. They treat that man like dirt. You're less than dirt. You're not even an object. I don't even see you. And this is what meant, man. You know those automatic doors that just you walk up to it and it just opens, or a button you just push. You know, if you're handicapped, I know a lot of people, they're not handicapped and they use it anyway. You push the button, the handicap, the door opens, right? For assistance. That's what modern women think that men are. They think that men are technology, just an automatic thing that's supposed to be there. They really feel like a man is supposed to act like that. I don't have to acknowledge you. You're just there. You're just an object.
Nobody wants to say this out loud, but it needs to be said. When a good man starts pulling back, it is almost never because his feelings changed or because someone else caught his eye. It is because coming home stopped feeling worth the full effort of showing up completely. Because he stopped being his peace. Because the place that was supposed to be his refuge started feeling like somewhere he had to constantly defend himself and justify himself and perform just to get through the evening. A man who walks through the door and genuinely feels wanted and respected and chosen has absolutely no reason to look anywhere else. And everyone who has experienced that knows exactly what I mean. But a man who keeps coming home to criticism and coldness and the feeling that nothing he does is ever quite enough does not explode about it. He just quietly starts finding reasons to be somewhere else. And by the time you notice how far he has drifted, he has usually been gone for a lot longer than you realized.
Where do you go to meet quality men at 46 years old?
Oh, I love this question. College homecomings, especially if you went to an HBCU. Even if you didn't go to an HBCU, go to homecomings, go to your high school reunions, especially a lot of times in your 40s when you go there, a lot of the men are divorced. Okay, it's just a fact. Yeah. They're divorced and they're open and then you have something in common already. So that's one thing. When you are traveling, spend the extra money, get the credit card, the airline lounges. Ooh. Golf-related activities. Here's the key. One, again, don't go with the whole group of people. And a lot of times at private clubs, you can take a lesson with the pro, one-on-one, and after your lesson, you have access to the club. Okay, so that's that. Jazz festivals, sporting events. We already talked about church for some people, you know, church, praise the Lord. Then also like working out, where you're going somewhere regularly and building a rapport.
And, you know, I think, you know, you say we don't call modern women losers enough. You know, when you're messing around, that's true. That's true, you know. And it's not the person that is a loser, but sometimes people do have loser behavior, right? And a lot of times men, they'll allow things just because they don't want to be the bad guy, right? They don't want to cause any waves, or, man, I understand how people look at me. And some of these guys, you know, we talk about guys that are 6 foot, 6-pack and stuff like that. We talk about these types of guys, right? But some of these tall guys, some of these bigger guys, right? They try to go out of their way to be even nicer to these modern women. It's like, man, I know how I'm seen in the world. I know I'm big. You know, I can be intimidating, even though I'm the nicest guy in the world. I can be intimidating. Modern women, for some reason, they'll take that, because modern women never stop. They keep on doing whatever they want to do. They'll take that kindness for weakness. and continue to disrespect you, continue to talk to you sideways. And yeah, I told him off and da-da-da-da, this and that. And the guy be like, I just came over here to get a candy bar. You know what I mean? Why are you standing so close to me? Oh, my bad, I didn't know. I had people standing back behind me, just in the line to get gas. Well, I just had people standing behind me, so I just kind of tried to scoot up because, I saw the line out the door. So, yeah, but you don't get at me. Modern women have bad attitudes. And men sit up here and allow modern women to act crazy with them, to act a fool with them, when honestly and truly, in a respectful manner, they need to start calling out that bad behavior and say, I don't know what you got going on, but you don't need to be talking to me like that. I don't know if you got kids in the car that you talk to like that, or maybe you talk to your dog like that, but you don't have a problem with me, period.
Excuse me, what is that?
That's McDonald's. It's a place to eat. When was the last time you guys ate anything?
Excuse me, you make our hearts throb for your many kindnesses today. May you find a husband to fill your empty house.
I'll work on that. Holy crap! Are you crazy?
There is a reason you do not have a husband.
What are you doing? You can't just break into somebody's house.
I am here to thank you. Because of you, my brothers and I have jobs.
Mike, Jerry, grab these couple of carts, push them out back with me. That's where you throw the old food so you can restock the shelves with the new food.
Old food?
When the food expires, it's not safe to eat.
Isn't there someone who might want or need this food?
Don't sell the food inside to sort of give it away outside. Anyway, it's none of your concern.
Hey, you! Don't go in there.
I'm sorry.
What I have in here is my treasure.
What are you doing?
It's a sin not to give to those in need.
According to who?
Jeremiah.
Who's that?
Me. My name is Jeremiah.
So this is the faucet assembly. Look at all the different parts, okay? Yeah, go ahead. Hold in your hand, familiarize yourself with everything. Every part here is made and assembled in the United States. It's something we're very proud of. Holy cow.
It walk like this?
You bet.
Dating a financially unstable man is emotional gambling, because if he can't manage his money, you will end up managing his moods. This isn't just about his bank account, it's about his mindset. It's about discipline, impulse control, delayed gratification, emotional regulation. A man who can't manage his finances usually can't manage stress, pressure, long-term planning, responsibility, and when pressure rises, that's where that pressure goes. Onto you. Money is self-regulation in physical form, because a man who feels small financially will subconsciously try to regain power somewhere else through control, through ego, through dominance. A financially unstable man will resent you for the standard he cannot meet. You are not asking for super rich. You are asking for regulated and responsible. And if he cannot regulate his money, he cannot regulate his masculinity. And that always leaks. If he can't build stability in himself, in his mindset, he will build excuses. And you'll end up paying for both, because a broke mindset will suck the life out of you. You deserve a man, not a project.
A lot of these modern women refuse to go 50-50. They refuse. I was listening to Stephen A. The other day, and I think he was doing an interview with I want to say Shannon Sharp, and he was talking about all of the things that he brought to the table. And he was like, man, if I'm walking in and I'm having to cook, after all of the things that I bring to the table, I'll take you out to eat. I'll take you out to eat. I'll take you, and he started listing off the things that, yeah, I'll do that for you. But if I have to come in after doing all of that and cook, what do I need you for? And that's the thing a lot of men are asking. You don't have any money. I'm still going to ask the same question. If I have to go out there and bust my band, because the work's going to be the same. The work is going to be the same. I have to go out there. I might not get paid as much as Stephen A. But I put in a lot. I might even put in a lot more effort than Stephen A. He might be working in terms of mental. I might be working in terms of physical. The work that I do takes a physical toll on my body. And so if I'm putting my body on the line, he puts his mind on the line or whatever. If we're doing that, but in different ways, we're going to ask the same question. Because the sacrifice is going to be the same. The mental effort, the physical effort is going to be similar. And so I'm going to arrive as a man at the same conclusion. And that's going to be, what is it that you're bringing to the table? I'm telling you, they don't understand. You're going to run into that same question at every level. And the only difference between a man that you think is a lower level and the man that you think is a higher level is that man's going to sit there and look at you. Did I stutter? No.
It's a moment where we realize one or two things. There's either nothing more that I can do or nothing more that I'm willing to do. And that's a very small window because on the other side of that window is just stand because I'm here. Stand because I've been here. Stand because I'm scared to be somewhere else, right? At the moment, you know there's nothing else you can do or that you ain't gonna do nothing else even if you could. You need to go ahead and start working on your exit plan. Yes. Now leaving may not be immediate. We have to be realistic. Everybody not in situations where they can up and bounce as easy as it said, but you need to start planning your exit, whatever that means for you. If your exit requires establishing safety elsewhere, if it requires you stacking your finances up at the very moment, like that moment when you like, nah, I'm tapped. Because a lot of us realize that and we try to push, we try to dig like, bruh, if you cannot show up in your relationship healthy and wholehearted, you need to leave. Even if it's you need to go. Because it's gonna get to the point where you punishing the person across from you because you not even showing up in a healthy way. You showing up out of resentment. You showing up with a, you know what I'm saying? Like, so once you realize you in that space, like Kitty said, a stagnation, just go ahead and start working on your exit plan.
And so this good-hearted men thing, those types of men seeing what the rhetoric is online, and it's totally opposite of who they actually are. And so like when I have a lot of male clients. So if I'm working with these men and even in couples, right? So men in the couples, women in the couples. And I'm like, if people could see the men who are in this work, the men who I'm talking to, it is wildly different than the major narrative out that's online. I can only imagine how maddening that is. And of course, you know, as a woman, there are narratives about women that are totally different than women that are like me. And so we have these that's kind of who I really like to speak to, are people who are like this, because that's not the major narrative. And it's like when these types of men and women get together, the good ones, let's say the good ones, I don't have any issue with saying that, the good ones, the ones with the right intentions, showing up in good faith. Obviously, we're not saying perfect, but it's like you got a lot of those kinds of values. You're going for marriage. You care about honesty and you're okay with reality. You know what I'm saying? It's like when those men and women get together, it's all good, but we don't see those men and women online, and then they're not finding each other. So
a lot of these modern women, they're so hyped up on doing the wrong thing that when they actually run across a nice guy, a good guy, they start dating him and they say stuff like, there's not really even a spark. He checks all the boxes on paper, but I'm just not feeling it. It's possible that you come into contact with a good guy, but you don't really feel any sparks. The problem with that is modern women seem to run across multiple good guys. How do we know this? Because they say it online. Oh, this guy was such a great guy, it's just not a spark. This guy was such a great guy, not a spark. And she beat and gone through, before the end of the video's like a minute. She beat and gone through 5, I'm not joking, 5 to 10 men. Let's be a little bit more fair about it. 5 to 7 men. 5 to 7 men crying and boo. What's wrong with me? What's going on with my life? How is everything crumbling? She's going through all of those men. And like I said, let's say it was 1 or 2, maybe even 3, that you don't have a spark with these guys. But how are you reaching 5, 6, 7, 8 men, good guys, that you don't have a spark with? The good guys that you say you find attractive, oh, he's attractive, he's a good guy, he's this, he's that. How are none of them qualifying? How are none of them living up to your standard? The question is answered 3 days later. Sometimes a question is answered in the very same day. Sometimes a question is varied answered in the very next TikTok, in the very next 5 minutes when they post another one. I'm settling. I'm doing this. Oh, that's why. That's why you're having trouble finding a good man. Because of that right there. The problem is you.
We need to talk about the bar, because for some of us, it's not even low, it's underground. And somehow we are still clapping. How are we now praising people for doing the bare minimum? They text you back, not 3 days later with, hey, been busy. Just the fact that they text you back. That's bare minimum. They show up when they say they will. Not fashionably late every single time. Also not, I'm 5 minutes away for 45 minutes. They actually show up on time. Bare minimum. They remember things you've told them. Your sister's name, the fact that you hate garlic, that job interview you were nervous about, because they were actually listening. Bare minimum. They apologize when they are wrong. Not, I'm sorry you feel that way. An actual apology. Bare minimum. They keep their word. If they said they'll do it, they actually do it. Bare minimum. They don't flirt with other people in front of you and call you insecure for reacting. Bare minimum. They ask about your life and actually listen, not waiting for their turn to talk. Bare minimum. They don't only show up when it's convenient, because care isn't seasonal. Bare minimum. See, the problem is that some of us have gone so long without these things that when someone finally does it, we overvalue it. We think it's rare or even special. What? Is it special or is it just unfamiliar? Because something being new for you does not automatically make it exceptional. So let me remind you, respect is not a luxury. Care is not an added feature. Commitment is not a gift. These are entry requirements. The bar isn't high. You've just been standing too low.
Are you a woman who has standards? If so, you have to listen to this. Some men hate the idea that they do not meet your standards. As a divorce lawyer, I see this story unfold again and again. A man doesn't crumble because you're difficult. He crumbles because you're not easily impressed. Some men don't want to rise to meet your standards. They want you to lower yours to meet them. They'll call you picky for expecting effort. They'll call you high maintenance for wanting consistency. They'll say you're hard to please when really, you're just not applauding the bare minimum. The problem isn't your standards. The problem is that his ego can't survive the mirror your standards hold up to him. It forces him to ask questions he doesn't want the answers to. Am I stable enough? Am I disciplined enough? Am I a partner or just a distraction? And instead of growing, many men decide it's easier to shame the woman who refuses to settle. I've watched wives drag through years of emotional warfare because they dared say, I expect more. The husband couldn't stand it. Not because she was wrong, but because deep down, he knew she was right. He wasn't showing up. He wasn't following through. He wasn't being the man that he promised to be. So he does what fragile egos do. He rewrites the story. Suddenly she's the nag, she's the cold one, she's the problem. Because if he can convince her that her standards are unreasonable, he never has to confront the fact that he fell short. Standards are not cruelty, standards are clarity. They separate partners from passengers. They filter out men who want comfort without accountability. And yes, they intimidate the kind of man who prefers control over equality. So the next time someone tells you that you're asking for too much, remember this. You are not asking for too much. You are simply asking the wrong person.
But these modern women are still wanting chivalry from a man. They're still wanting generosity from a man, but they don't really respect the man. They don't really go to war for the man like the man goes to war for them, right? You know, I speak about you won't even get that man a Snickers and a Coke. And that man didn't bought you a platter of fajitas. You won't even buy that man a bottle of water. I mean, even give him some of your water. You'll give that man nothing. He's got to earn everything. But you expect that man, even though, my God, you won't even buy that. Shoot, you won't even send that man pictures of things that he likes to let him know that you've been thinking about him. But you expect that man to be thinking about you all day. Oh, I saw this restaurant over here. Thought you might like it. Be ready at 7. I want to take you there. oh shoot, yeah, my man is taking me out. That man has been doing that for months on end. Maybe not every day, but pretty regularly. Maybe once a week or every other week he's been doing it, and he's been spending a good amount of money on you, only for you to scrunch up your face and turn up your lips and start sniffing and huffing and puffing like you the big bad wolf. When that man says, hey, you're at Chick-fil-A, you think that you can bring me something to eat? I don't pay for no man. I done spent like literally hundreds of dollars on you, and you can't even spend like 15. Why would I keep on trying to date that?
I just want to let you know, this is the difference. This is what women are talking about when we say bare minimum, low effort. This is a Mother's Day gift I received. In the vase with water. The stems are cut properly at an angle. Done. Ready. It's ready to put on my counter and just simply enjoy. This is also a Mother's Day gift I received. Price tag is still on it. It's in the bag. It's not cut. It's not prepped. It's work. That's what that is. It's work. I buy myself flowers on a regular basis, so I'm used to the work. But when you get me a gift, I don't want to have to work for that gift. I want to enjoy that gift. This is work. Now, what's the difference? This was gifted by a woman. This was gifted by a man.
I'm at this point just wondering where this is going to lead to down the line, because eventually those flowers die, right? And so that's additional work. That's cleanup. You have to throw the flowers out. You have to actually clean the vase that they were sitting in. Pretty soon, these ungrateful women are going to ruin it for all of us. And what is past flowers? Like, is it work to get dressed, to go out to dinner, to do your makeup, to even just stand up in the morning and breathe? Is it going to be work to have to unwrap a gift that's wrapped in wrapping paper or is in a gift bag? Is it going to be work to have to chew the food that he's made for you? At what point is the line drawn of ridiculousness? Because I think this is getting quite close.
And I think you probably have a lot of these modern women who have misguided expectations. You see women, some of these ladies talk about how a doctor doesn't have as much ambition as she would like him to have. Most people are like, what? I mean, all of the work that you have to do to even become a doctor, right? And that's if you're being a lazy doctor. Imagine what you have to do to be top of the line, next level as a doctor. I mean, obviously, care, compassion, listening go a long way, especially when you have patients. But being a doctor, and you could even talk about a lot of these men. I know we like to talk about doctors and stuff like that, but a lot of these guys work hard, laborious jobs. You have to have dedication. I don't care if you're a manager. I don't care if you're not a manager. I don't care if you're not a supervisor. You have to have some sort of dedication. A lot of these jobs are dangerous, and you need to be focused. And men get up every single day and go and do these jobs. Mentally taxing, physically taxing jobs. And then to come home to somebody, or to get on the phone with somebody, or go on a date with somebody, y'all might not even be in a relationship yet. But to be talking to somebody that doesn't really understand how that is, we're not even necessarily talking about money and provision. We're talking about you going out there every day and hustling. Modern women talk about, oh, men don't respect my hustle. They don't respect my grind. They don't respect this, and this. It's not necessarily that men don't respect you working. It's just men know at the end of the day, they're most likely going to be on the hook for providing and protection. We can talk about how you have a 6-figure job and how you're killing it and all that stuff, and how we're a power couple and we're high value partners. But at the end of the day, if you go down, I'm still going to have to make it happen. In a lot of these situations with modern women, I'm still going to have to make it happen. I think a lot of men are looking for, if I go down, can my wife carry it? Right? And I know a lot of women are looking for that. Fair enough. But if they go down, it's okay. He's got to be able to carry B. But if I go down, or if he goes down, I can't carry him. And men are like, well, if I always got to be the backup plan for her and she ain't got to be the backup plan for me, I'm not going to be dating. I'm not going to be doing it. Right? Modern women are saying, okay, he's not ambitious enough for me as a doctor. He's got to go do something else. So we can they're not really even talking about ambition if you think about it. They're talking about you going to the next level and making them feel secure enough. They're saying, I don't feel comfortable enough at your 6-figure job. You know, there's that clip that asks women how much a man would need to make in order for them to feel safe. And most of these ladies, if not all of them, were at least over 6 figures. Most of them were around $250,000. They thought the average man was making $250,000 at least. And then they said, well, you know, I'd like it if you make $500K. That's over and above what they need. So as a doctor, if you're making $125,000, I'm at $250K. So you're about $125,000 short of what I actually feel like I need. What I actually want is $500K. And you're about what, a fourth of that? Not ambitious enough. You ain't doing something right if you can say it like that.